All right, welcome back. So today I've got my Tekno MT-410 out. After the last time I had it out, broke the motor mount, broke a few things, stripped a spur, and broke a shock. Finally got it all pieced back together. Ended up breaking all the motor mount screws on the bottom of the chassis that went into the motor mount, so I had to drill those things out, get it all put back together. I want to give it a little test, make sure everything's still working good. Had to glue the tires because we ended up running it with tires that were coming unglued. So I just want to give it a little rip, make sure everything's doing okay. So let's get up there, we'll be right back. Looks like there's a lot of sand in that tire. Looks like it might still have some sand in it. Took a while trying to get all the sand out of that tire so I can glue it. So this is where we ended up destroying this thing at. Right when I got here, I found out one of the tires came unglued off the first jump, but we kept sending it. This thing just flies so far. Oh, I hit that trigger way too hard. Oh, broke another zip tie. I gotta find a better way of securing these. I end up snapping these zip ties on bad landings. But I gotta have them there. Really protects the back. You can see that left front wheel just out of balance. Just want to make sure I did tighten these nuts. Yeah. Yeah, that front one is one of the ones I glued. And this still does have a plastic spur. I blew out one of the shock caps on the front last time. Funny, a wasp was attacking the top of this thing. It's like he was trying to sting it. Oh, battery came unplugged. No brakes, no nothing. No steering. We'll be right back. All right, I had to pop off the body. Looked like a stick got jammed in it, hit the switch, turned it off. So I turned it back on, but then it was having an ESC malfunction. So I had to unplug the battery, plug it back in. But a stick went through, hit the on and off switch, and turned it off. Oh. Well, it seems like it's doing pretty good. Stupid bugs. Looks like I'm gonna have to do some wheel adjustment, some toe adjustment on that left front, our camber. This thing's been taking some pretty hard hits. Body's faring pretty well. let's get down there. We'll be right back. There we go. Tekno seems to be all back together. Everything seems to be working right. I gotta secure that ESC a little bit better. Forgot about that, but we're gonna go ahead, check the mesh and everything, get this thing back on the bench. I didn't show all the repairs. It took me about 12 hours to repair everything that was broken on this. So far I've busted one front zip tie and one rear zip tie, but that's nothing. Those are just holding the bumpers up so that they'll take the impact, the T-bone racing bumpers that I modified. All right, so we got this thing on the bench after the bash. I've already fixed this thing and took it out for a test today, and it's been doing pretty well. The body with the shoe goo and everything is really holding up well, and for those impacts it's doing quite good. Some of my shoe goo's coming off, tires rubbing on it, but for the most part, there we go. The Tekno straps actually hold up pretty well. They definitely have more bite than the Arma straps. And this is my repaired battery, the one I showed the repair on last time. So the pack's still doing good. But I keep snapping these bumper zip ties off. Oh, that's got to go in, that one. But I'm going to have to figure out a different way to secure up these T-bone bumpers. I might just heat them so that they just stay in this position. So that every time I jump it and land bad, I'm not ripping the zip ties off. It's the first time I've actually broken a front one. Normally I just break the rear ones. But you're going to have that on those big jumps. So that's all I do, is tie them up just so they don't flop down or catch the dirt and pull down and then expose this and then rip it off. But there we go. For the most part, Tekno's back together. Motor's all nice and tight again. And so I can clean this thing up, put it back on the shelf, and then just keep, I know it's ready for the next bash. So I do have some upgraded parts on order for this, but until they come in, I'm going to keep running it this way. And yeah, backflips are doing okay. I didn't rip any off the beads today. I did have to glue a couple of them on this side and one of them was packed with sand. But I didn't show all the repairs on this thing because it literally took me a long time to get this thing put back in from that hard bash I did, especially blowing out the shock. I ended up bending one of the shock shafts, had to fix that. The motor mount, didn't break the motor mount, it sheared off all 3 bolt screws on the bottom. So since I had Loctite in them, it was a lot of work drilling those out, tapping them, getting them out of there so that I can bolt it back down. But there we go, Tekno MT-410 back on the shelf, ready to rip, and today went pretty well. So, oh, that one is not spinning. I wonder why. Did it tighten up? Yes, it did. Tightened up the screw. So it's always good to look them over, especially after you bash them really, really hard like I just did. Keep it bashing for another day. But there we go. Shock seems to be holding. Nothing's leaking anymore. Got it topped off again. But definitely handles really well. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.